Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, welcome to another Thursday Night Live, my favorite day. You know why Thursdays were? Can I share a story before we totally dive into this? This is why Thursdays were always my favorite day of the week. Because Thursdays was when my mom got paid and we could go get groceries. It's the little things in life. I always loved going grocery shopping with my mom. Thank you, Zoltan. Yes, thank you for the Mac love. Welcome to Thursday Night Live. I'm John G. Olson, and that is Blaine Jones. We are the co-owners of Click the Track to the Profit. We are streaming live on multiple sources. Hope you guys are tuning in, enjoying your Thursday evening. We're on Facebook. We are on Vim on the Hive blockchain, and of course on Periscope/Twitter. And then this will be recorded and uploaded for your viewing pleasure later on 3Speak. So as we do each and every Thursday and Mondays, we got to do a little custom how you doing, Blaine. So here's a whole how you doing, everybody, at the same time. Thursdays. Yeah, Brad, exactly. You have no idea. Here we go. Ready? How you doing, Blaine? How you doing, man?
I'm good. I've been working on this thing, and it's turning out really well. I only got sidetracked 4 or 5 times today as compared to 700. So that's really good. And
so was I the one who sidetracked you? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. Well, somebody messaged me and said, you know what we need? Pretty buttons.
They look pretty, don't they, though? Come on. What's going on,
3
Paul?
hours
Welcome.
later.
Sheila, hello. Okay, so Blaine, let's just get right into it, what we've been doing today and yesterday. For you guys in Click Track Profit, today, Blaine added some really cool new buttons. We pinged off some ideas and some sketches from the CTP members in Telegram, got some great feedback, some interesting discussion about color theory, which was fun. But what's up, Ben? How you doing, man? But at the end of the day, what I was fighting for is I really wanted to put the logos of the different credit card processors on the payment button, because I think that adds a little bit of confidence, let's say, for people that are using FirePay. If it just says FirePay, people are like, well, what is that? Personally, I think it's a much cleaner look, and it's inside of the owner section, the FirePay beta room that we have for Telegram. We have basically swapped them all out in CTP. So if you want to go check out the new subscribe buttons or buy now buttons for FirePay, they are inside of CTP right now. You can go check it out. Hey, you can even click it and buy something. But check it out. And if you do offer FirePay, the Blaine put the instructions on how to do it. Bunch of owners just got it right now and said it was super easy to swap them out. So really easy implementation and integration. If you want to switch the buttons up, it's totally up to you. We've done it all in CTP. So brand new buttons for you guys for FirePay. I think it just adds, it'll be interesting to see, a couple of weeks from now what the numbers are like, but I really do believe that this will increase conversions for our merchants and as well as anybody that's integrating FirePay. So that's the first thing that happened today, which was pretty slick. The second thing that we did overnight is I added a few new lessons to your content marketing module. So this is it's kind of what the talk we're going to have, and this was really some really good feedback from Rob Willman earlier today inside of Telegram, and I thought it would be a great topic to discuss, segue into it. But there's 2 brand new lessons inside of Click Track Profit in your content marketing module. So for pro and entrepreneur level accounts, you've got it's an idea I had that I wanted to help people with their journey, let's say, in creating graphics using Canva for their social media branding. So I think Lisa and me were kind of going back and forth, and Eliana, I think, we're going back and forth in Telegram, kind of going over a few of the layouts that really help with like a Twitter header and stuff like that. So I was like, you know what? Why not dive into this more? So the 2 lessons that I uploaded overnight, the first one was the Twitter header. So I show you guys how to use Canva for creating Twitter headers that could help for your branding, your personal branding, your business branding, whatever you want on Twitter. And then the second lesson was how to create a graphic for the top of your blog post that really pops, but really simple and easy to use. So the instructions, I think, are super simple. I'd love feedback. If you guys want to go in, check out the lessons, let me know if there's anything that you got stuck on, if something wasn't clear. But really, really simple, but very powerful ways of using these tools for personal branding and you know, getting more awareness to your businesses and your brands, your likeness, your color schemes, your logos, whatnot. Really, really easy to implement. And Canva is a tool that everybody should be using because it's free. There's no affiliate program. So us pitching it does not say that we get a penny. Yes. So good question, Lisa. I did the lessons for the blog header using CTP Talk. CTP Talk's editor is stupid simple. It's probably one of the easiest blogging editors to use on the market. So I just use that as an example. The thing with what I taught in the lesson and the 750 by 450 pixels is that dimension, that fit is perfect for basically every blogging editor out there. So if you're in the Hive ecosystem, you're using Hive.Blog or Peakd or even CTP Talk, it fits perfectly. If you're using any of the WordPress stuff, fits perfectly. It's just really, really easy to use, I think. And hopefully you guys can check it out, poke around, and you know, learn stuff from it. But it's part 1 and 2 of what I have planned. I have this entire section I want to do, but I thought it was perfect to put it into content marketing simply because of the importance it is for you guys to be creating a personal brand. Remember the 2 B's of CTP. It's build your list and build your brand. It's not build your list and surf for 24 hours a day. That's not what it's build your brand, build your list. So how do you build your brand? Content marketing. And that's really what I wanted to discuss tonight, which will segue into it. But just got to check in on Blaine, make sure he's okay with the 20,000 monitors he has around, anything he wants to add to what we've been adding and things like that. And yeah.
No, I think it's really good because we've got a very, very large update coming in the near future. But adding these small updates throughout is going to be really good for continuing to create content. We can't just stop everything to build this one giant thing and bring it forward. So the biggest thing is continue creating content, and through these lessons that we're doing, adding the blog header, these simple things, they're making it much, much easier for everybody to do that. I learned a long time ago. Actually, I had John teach me how to add the blog header thing a long time ago when I first joined Steam. So I was like, dude, what are the dimensions, first of all? And they were some weird number, and I don't remember, but it's saved in my Canva. So now I just go into Canva, pull up my pre-formed template, and now I can change it and do whatever. So it makes it super easy for when I do post, which isn't very often, unfortunately, because I write code all day long. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start screen capturing everything that I write and then just post that.
Perfect.
Or everything that I do, screen capture, make a video, load it, post that. Call it good.
Content. Sharing your journey, man. I love it.
My talking with John.
Talking with John. Well, I'm glad I added value to your life, Blaine. I mean, you know, it's very important. Okay, so this kind of segues into what I wanted to talk to you guys about, because, you know, what's really, really important is Monday night is kind of like news, gossip, scandal, right? What's going on in crypto and this. But Thursday Night Live is, we really want to give you guys value. And I think that tonight's topic, especially because it's got to do with content marketing, hopefully you guys get a ton of value with this, and you know, tell other people that you got a lot of value from it, and you actually take some of this stuff and put it into your businesses that could really help you. And this is, I love giving credit. I'm one of those guys that really believes that the right thing to do is always give credit. If someone comes up with an idea or a suggestion or something that you're putting in your business, you have to give credit. So this was actually from Rob Willman today. We were talking in Telegram, and I basically asked people what were some of the topics they would like, because we've done these 2, just like Blaine said, the 2 really simple like training tips that get you, you know, fired up and still learning while the big update is coming. But what are some other little tips and tricks you guys need help with? So Rob came up and he said, this is what you should be talking about, and he would love to do a training on it. I was like, it's interesting. This is exactly a perfect topic for tonight. And it's why you should be spending time developing your content marketing strategy. Immediate returns versus long-term seed planting. That's what we're going to talk about tonight. So if you guys come from the old click track profit, and this is pre me and Blaine, this is 10 years ago, literally it's 10 years ago since CTP launched. The emphasis then was immediate return. It was through gamification, getting badges. It was through surfing different programs and doing things that you felt like you were being rewarded right away. You saw a badge unlocked. It's like, I've accomplished something. You saw a team win on something. You accomplished something. It was immediate returns. The problem with that mentality is that it's fine to do that, to have small wins every day. The problem is that it's not planting the long-term seeds that are going to help your business years down the road. This is what we're going to talk about tonight. So the old CTP was very focused on immediate returns. Do this, get that. Do this, get that. The new CTP, and we've really tried to hammer this point home, is that the 2 B's of CTP are paramount to your journey in affiliate marketing and building a business online. It's like, without question, the 2 things you need to be focusing on the most above all else is building your mailing list, and the second thing is building your brand, your personal brand. And we believe you do that through strategic and habit-forming content marketing. So what is the king of content marketing? Well, in our opinion, it's blogging. I mean, listen, the videos are great. The live streams are great. All of this stuff is fantastic. Twitter is fantastic. Periscope, love it. All of this stuff, fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. The issue is, that's kind of like immediate gratification. Exactly what you said, Jen. Instant gratification. That's looking for the immediate. That's your flow content. If you know the stock and flow contents, the examples we always share. So what we want to build now is we want to start planting the seeds to have the long-term strategies that will pay off down the road that might not pay off right now. And that is done through blogging. In my opinion, I think in everybody's opinion that's watching this live, there's no denying how important blogging is. And it's the quickest way to become an authoritative voice, an authoritative figure on a topic, on a niche. It's a way to be seen as a leader in your field. It's a way to really get the community building aspects going, because once you start blogging, you start plugging into communities, especially in Hive, especially in CTP Talk. There's so many pluses to this, and I'm going to get Blaine's input on this right now. The problem is that this is not instant gratification. This takes time and effort.
So I was talking to somebody today. We were talking about list building and the methods to list building and how hard and how complicated it is. Because you don't start list building today and then have a list tomorrow. It doesn't work like that. It's that long-term piece that you're looking for. And coinciding with that list building is the blogging, is that content creation. Yeah, you can do the videos, you can do the Instagram, you can do the Facebook, the Twitter, all these things. And those are the instant gratification things that we were talking about, because 15 minutes after you post something on any of these other platforms, it's gone forever. Nobody cares about it. Nobody gives a crap about it unless it goes viral for some reason, which in that case, you've got it for what? A day, 2 days, maybe a week at best, but then eventually it's going to die off. Blogging, it's those landmines that are always out there. Once you blog something and put it out on the internet and you put it on the blockchain, it's there forever and it's good to go. So that in 1 year, in 2 years, in 3 years, when somebody is looking for something related to what you're talking about, you've already written content on it and you've done it. The hardest part for people, though, isn't necessarily the long-term piece, because that is a hard part, because people I don't want to wait a year, 2 years, 3 years for my business to start making money, even though realistically speaking, it is going to be a year, 2 year, 3 years. Because if you look at like brick and mortar businesses, you're looking 3 years before you get any sort of ROI. Right. Whatsoever. But that's one of the harder parts of it. The other hardest part that I see is the content itself. Like, we don't know what to blog about. We don't know how to blog. We don't know what to write about or how to write it or anything like that, because everybody thinks that, well, it's going to suck. You're right. It's going to suck. That's fine. It's not a problem. The first time I tried to ride a bicycle, I fell over. The second time, I fell over. The third time, I fell over. Fourth, fifth, and sixth, fell over a little bit further down the road, though. Eventually, I started riding without hands. I could do wheelies. I could do all these other things.
Right.
It's the same thing with blogging. It's the same thing that we do. If you're doing it consistently and practicing that craft, you're going to get better at it. Plain and simple. You just have to continue doing it.
Yep. Yeah, it's brilliant, and this is why CTP is basically plugged into Hive and CTP Talk is because, like Blaine said, the thing with content creation is this: you're gonna suck when you first get started at it, especially because not all of us are Pulitzer Prize winning authors. We're not experts in proper English grammar. We're not published authors. Like, so we're not going to be that great coming out. So you have two ways of doing this. One is the traditional route where you go to WordPress or you go to Medium or you go and you might get your grandma Jean and Uncle Billy Bob will like your stuff, right? It's really tough to build community there. So what we've done at CTP is we've said, go to Hive, plug into the community, and on top of the beautiful community that's at Hive, hey, we've also got CTP Talk, which is a tribe on Hive, which you can plug into. Here's the difference. Plugging in, what does that mean, John? You're plugging into a community. Great. What does it mean? This is what it means. It means that you will get support from day one through your journey. There's nothing more frustrating, let's say, for a new author, a new content creator, a new marketer, a new online business to basically tread in water consistently and just getting nowhere. They're literally just trying to stay afloat, and they're told, okay, well, go and create content on YouTube. Go and create content here. Go and do this. Well, that's fine, but when you're not getting a high five for doing that, you get discouraged. So this is why plugging into Hive, plugging into CTP Talk is the perfect way for a content marketer to not only start their journey, but continue their journey. This is why it is exactly, Eliana, it's keeping on. That is the key. And if you're doing it in the traditional way, it's really hard to do that because you're getting frustrated. You're not seeing the high fives. You're not seeing the likes. You're not seeing the value from the community. You're not seeing any appreciation. It's different on Hive. It's different on CTP Talk because you're plugging into the community that's there that generally wants you to succeed. I mean, pretty sure everybody on Hive, I'm not sitting there, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know about you guys, but when I see like Jen or Eliana, they're on the radar, and Zoltan too. They're on the radars of some pretty big curation bots on Hive now. So they're getting $10 upvotes and $13 upvotes and stuff like this. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't sit there and go, I don't want them to succeed. No, I'm usually like, awesome, keep going. I'm going to upvote you too so you get more. Because the more you get, the more you feel appreciated, the more you're going to continue. The more you're going to try new things, the more you're going to get out of your comfort zone. We talked about that last week. You're going to get out of the comfort zone and you're going to keep on keeping on. This is, again, really tough when you're trying to say, well, I want I want instant gratification. I want immediate return for my efforts. It's really hard in the traditional sense because the traditional stuff doesn't operate like that. You can't plug in, start doing videos on YouTube, and then all of a sudden you've got 1 million subscribers and they're sending you little plaques. Like, it just doesn't happen. You have to build the community. This is why Hive and CTP Talk are so critical for your journey, because you will actually get immediate returns while planting the long-term seeds. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, do you see the big message here is like, the problem is not wanting immediate returns. It's stopping at that and saying, okay, all I'm going to do is create, and then you know what? I'm not getting any rewards. Forget it. I'm done. It's no, let's plug in. Let's get the content focused. Let's do the blogging. Let's do the content creation. Let's do the videos. Let's do the social media stuff, and let's get rewarded while we're doing it, while we're plugging it into into a community, and it's growing. And every single day, it's growing a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. It's huge. It's absolutely amazing. And I see a big shout out. First of all, we have Hive.Blog joined us on Periscope, which is awesome. That's the official Hive account. So what's going on Hive.Blog? I don't know who runs that, but the Hive.Blog account is watching. Big shout out to them. And we just had someone say something too. Hello. Coin Runner, what's going on, Coin Runner? So I'm checking on Periscope. I'm on Facebook as well and Vim too. So we're just checking everything out. So I'm gonna read the comments here. I'll let Blaine kind of touch on something else if you wanted to, and then I'm gonna give you guys the solution for this to really help you get going on the content creation journey, planting seeds, but then getting the immediate return as well.
I think it's great what John is doing right now. And I just went through CTP Talk and I upvoted a whole bunch of people. So, and then I got a side message on Discord talking about CTP Talk and some updates to it. So that's really cool. But at the end of the day, it just comes down to it. Make blog posts, create content, do something. Even if your blog posts suck, and yes, I'm sorry, they will. Send a message in the CTP group and in Telegram and let us know that you made a blog post, and people will go look at it and people will vote on it, and you will receive upvotes and you'll hopefully get some comments. Yep. It's super simple, super easy. It's not very, very complicated at all.
Well, that was actually what we talked about yesterday in my post I did with the road to 10K CTP. I talked about this is a really good strategy for you guys. You know, we're pushing you to get into content creation, and we believe in it. We think it's fantastic. You should be doing this. You should be blogging, but I get it. That's a big step out of someone's comfort zone. So Coin Runner, awesome. Welcome. As soon as you post comments, let us know, or content, let us know. Everybody will upvote you in CTP Talk for sure. Yeah, exactly what Zoltan said. And I quoted Zoltan yesterday because he said it, you know, it's like, this is the key to all of this content creation through blogging, especially plugging into Hive and plugging into CTP Talk. This is the big idea, is that you might not be confident enough to create your own blog post, but you know what? You can go make a comment. You can go say, hey, thanks for the post. You don't need to get controversial. You don't need to go and fight anybody. You don't need to debate politics or religion or anything like that. You can literally just go to Zoltan's post or Jen's post or Eliana's or Lisa's or any of the people that are here that create content each and every day, and just say, thanks, I learned this from it, or I appreciate what you're doing, or I learned this, and do you have any suggestions for this? If you're commenting using these platforms, it is so powerful, so effective for your journey, for your experience. You'll be blown away. You'll be like, why didn't I do this sooner? I'm telling you, this is it. Well, that too, Lisa. I mean, and this is the thing, is like SEO is, I think SEO stands for search engine optimist. I really do. Because here's how search engines work. Can Google sell you something for AdWords? If they're going to sell you something for AdWords, that's where it's going to place. So you can do all the SEO in the world. Sure, you might get on the trending page or the top search pages, but generally it's the people that pay to get there, right? Even with things like pre-search. I mean, it's the keyword staking stuff is the ones that show up at top. So look, I mean, search engine optimization, I get it. I've just never really focused on it myself. I focus more on the things that me and Blaine talk about in CTP, and that's building the list, building the relationships, building the brand. You build a brand, you don't really need the SEO because people will recommend you. I mean, this is the thing. The longer you guys go, and this is why blogging is so important, the longer you are posting, the longer you're commenting, the longer you're out there in the market and in the industry, people start looking at you as an authoritative voice, an authoritative figure. This is how people go from being a blogger on a Sunday afternoon to becoming a published author. And I can read you the guys that have done it. Some of my favorite authors of all time, that's basically what they did. They just started blogging. And after the blogging, they started getting a community, building a podcast, building a following, and now they got book deals. This is how it happens, but it doesn't happen from this desire for immediate returns. It does not happen from you going and surfing for 14 hours a day. It doesn't happen that way. It doesn't. I guarantee you the amount of money and influence and crypto you will earn from doing it the long-term seed planting method will outweigh the quick cash, quick gains 24/7, 365. It's really important. So Paul what's up, Mr. Nolte? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Just got here. What's going on with Hive? I recently installed SteamPress on my WordPress blog, and now I'm stuck. What's my Hive username? It's this exact same It's the exact same username and password, Paul. Username and keys are exact same from Steam. So all you got to do is sign in with your Steam stuff. Works the exact same. Don't need to worry about a thing. Russell said, regardless of SEO, if content isn't there, the search engines will walk away. The content has to be relevant and original to get seen. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Russell. And I think that's another thing. I mean, listen, your content is not going to be that great when you first get started. It's not. That's why it's important, again, to plug into Hive and CTP, because these communities will support you. Now, yeah, granted, if you're putting out I like peanut butter on Hive, you'll probably get downvotes. You probably won't get too much love on CTP Talk either. But if you're trying, if you're trying your best, and if you're saying, you know what, I'm working on this, and this, I'm new to this, and I'm learning, people will support you. They will support you. They will grow with you. They will want you to succeed. Again, like I'm saying, I see all of these people in the CTP swarm, CTP tribe, absolutely crushing it, getting tons and tons and tons of upvotes from a lot of the big curation bots. I don't think you guys know the joy it brings me to see that, because there's nothing worse than seeing everybody creating content and it's like 1 cent, even though it's 1,000,000 times more than you get than on any other social media platform. It's frustrating, right? Because people are pouring their heart and soul into it. That's why on CTP, you're definitely going to get at least a 25% upvote from the CTP account, which is mine. Blaine will do a bunch, I'm sure, and everybody else upvotes too. So you create content on CTP, you'll get upvoted right away. Hive, you got to take your time, you got to build it. It's a community that's been established for years, but you will definitely get support if you're trying, and that's what we can all ask, right? That's all we can ask. We can't expect people to be Pulitzer Prize winning authors, but I guarantee you, stop thinking immediate returns when you're doing this stuff. Please think long term, and especially now with the tipping features that's going on with Peak D, just huge for that, because now it's not that 7-day payout window. You can get tipped. It's Patreon. It's basically Patreon on the blockchain. That's what Hive has become now. So you can create the content and put it there, put it out there, make sure that it's out there, and then it becomes stock content. And then people start sending you tips 6 months down the road, 3 months down the road, a year down the road. This is what's so powerful about the blockchain. So that's what I got to say about that. Yeah, absolutely, Mike. And it keeps coming. The more you do it, the more you're going to get upvotes. Sorry, Blaine. Go ahead. Blaine's got his scissors out, so that's dangerous.
No worries. I got to have I need like a fidget thing to mess with, because I need something, because I got the ADD going on.
Yeah, I got my pen. I always hold my pen.
But I was going to talk about the content creation piece and how you said, don't write, I like peanut butter.
Nice.
So the thing that you want to think about when blogging or creating content isn't that you like peanut butter, right? Because I'm going to go super in depth on peanut butter real quick. But we're going to turn I like peanut butter into an entire blog post with ease, right? So first of all, we have to talk about why we like peanut butter. Why is it something that we like? And then we can talk about creamy versus crunchy. And then we can talk about different brands of peanut butter, and different things about it, and ways to make different peanut butter recipes. And now we've got a whole nother blog post, and many different things that you can talk about with just peanut butter alone. And it doesn't matter what you're blogging about. Blog about your journey, blog about yourself, blog about your cats, not necessarily on CTP Talk, but there's a place for that. But you can blog about anything. And you just have to go in depth. Well, why do I like peanut butter? What makes it the way that it is? Why is it so great? You can watch a how it's done or a how it's made video for peanut butter on YouTube and get more information. So.
Love it.
Yeah. Do you like it on toast or bread?
Yeah.
First of all, what brilliant person saw bread and was like, you know what? Cook it again.
That's pretty smart, right? When you think about it, like, just brilliance.
Cook it again. One more time. Again.
We want it extra crispy. Yeah, Paul, to answer your question, yes, all training. So we finished it up, I think. There's brand new Hive Mastery inside of CTP, and I've dropped my pen. That is horrible. Brand new Hive Mastery inside of CTP, as well as in your content marketing for the pro and upgraded members. You get content marketing strategies, Hive included. There's Hive at basically one of the first lessons in the Click module is go get an account at Hive. So we are, again, I'm beating a dead horse here, but we are 100% Hive. We are 100%. We've been 100% Hive since March 20th, 2020. Okay, we were sitting there when a lot of other people were going, well, we'll just see how it goes. We'll sit on the fence. We were basically, no, we're all in. So CTP is 100% Hive based. Everything, our training is Hive centric. Our token is on Hive Engine. Our community, the CTP Talk, the CTP Swarm is on Hive Engine. The tokens are on Hive Engine. We are 100% Hive. So all of the lessons that you'll see when it comes to blockchain and stuff inside of CTP training will be Hive. I've redone them all. If I missed any, because there's over 150 lessons, I think, in CTP now. If I missed any, let me know. I will bang through them. I'm on this high right now of doing training videos because Blaine's busy at work and I feel like a fifth wheel just sitting there going, okay, Blaine, when's it going to be done, buddy? Come on, man. Let's go, programmer, developer. Speaking of programming, developing, I don't have anything. I was just going to wait for you to say something.
That's where people mess it up, right? I am not supposed to be a developer, but I've become a developer. I am a programmer.
Out of a necessity.
I think I make backends work and function. All the front end pretty stuff, I don't do that. That's why 3 months later, John's like, we should have pretty FirePay buttons. Because I didn't want to make them in the first place.
Dude, I didn't know. I see this. I was trying to explain it to my wife today because it's so funny. Like, me and Blaine actually got feedback from our wives before we even went to the CTP Telegram group. So my wife is like, well, why can't you just just change the image? I'm like, because the image is a code. And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, it's CSS. It literally, every gradient, like look at the gradient, and I'm pointing to her in the code where the gradient, and then it changes from this yellow to this yellow. I was like, it's hard. It's not easy. And she's like, I don't get it. Just change the image. I'm like, I can't just change the image.
It's not an image. That's
it's
the
a
thing.
freaking code.
It's not an image. It's lines drawn on a page via CSS. That's all that it is.
It's, man. I remember when I first started this internet stuff, I had open tag HTML, close tag HTML. That's about the extent of my programming knowledge. So you throw CSS at me, but I can manage to get around. Like, I know what's happening. Like, I can see it. It's just I don't know what all the functions are. So, like, I see the code for the button, and I'm showing my wife. I'm like, this is what this means. You see? And she's like, no, I don't get it. I'm like, well, this is the color and how it's a gradient. So it's called linear gradient, and it's going from this color to this, and it's just, and it's a simple little button. It's a tiny little button. Oh, anywho, that's why they get paid the big bucks. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this up with the recording because it's going up on 3Speak, so I don't want it to be an hour long and the dear sirs get upset. So let me give you guys a solution. So the whole question was, why should you spend the time developing your content marketing strategy instead of having an immediate return or instant gratification mindset? We've got to have a long-term planting the seed mindset, because planting the seeds is through blogging, content creation, and this is what we all pretty much agree with. I think we all agree with this. So this is the action step. You want immediate returns. You have two ways to do this right now. The first way is to plug into Hive, plug into CTP Talk, and start creating content or commenting on content. This is a great way to do it. You will get upvotes. Remember, I'm upvoting you at 25%. 25% from a CTP upvote is around 12 to 15 CTP tokens, give or take. So you're immediately getting rewarded for creating content. And that's about 10 cents, give or take, for creating on CTP Talk and Hive. So we will upvote you. The community will upvote you. So the immediate returns from that is that you are getting upvotes, you're getting support from the community right now. Where it's really strategic is that this is actually part of your long-term seed planting, because remember, you're creating content and it's on the blockchain. And guess what? On the blockchain, it can't get taken down. The blockchain is there forever. So you are creating content or planting the seeds that are going to be there for years and years and years and years to come. Very important. Another way you can do this is joining the program like Start Earning Today. Start Earning Today, free program. And what this is, if you guys know, the CTP mission is to combine affiliate marketing with the blockchain, making them meet each other because we think it's a marriage made in heaven. We created Start Earning Today as a free funnel for CTP, but it will basically get you to do 4 simple steps, daily habits that will actually get you paid immediately. You do these things each and every day, you will get paid immediately. There's 4 programs you join, one of them being Hive, but you join Free Bitcoin, you join Brave Browser, you join Presearch, you join Hive, and you just get into the daily habit of using these things each and every day. So Start Earning Today, startearning.today is the domain. Someone, if you want to throw up an affiliate link, you guys can inside a chat, that's fine. But definitely check that out, because that is a way to immediately or get instant gratification, but learning how to build the long-term seeds, learning how to develop your blog, your authoritative voice, all of this stuff long-term. This is critical. This is why you guys got to get in there, get active. And if you're not creating content, at least go and comment on the content. So that's wrapping it up. Remember, immediate returns, plug into the communities, plug into Hive, plug into CTP Talk, create the content, comment on the content, get active in the content, join Start Earning Today, start getting into the habits of using the Brave browser, using Free Bitcoin, using things like Presearch, using Hive, using CTP Talk. That will teach you all the basics to get into it, roll up your sleeves, and now you're dropping some knowledge with the long-term seed planting. So hopefully that wraps it all up. Really, really good topic. I hope it added a ton of value for you guys. This will be a lesson 2 inside of CTP. We will definitely put this in for you guys as well. Yeah, I'm going to shut down the recording, but don't leave, because we got really cool things coming up. So if you're watching this recording, you should have been here live. Thanks for watching. 3Speak. We love you. Toodles. Bye.